girls, it's Clancy, and today we have a special guest to talk about a very special topic, and as many of you may know, this is Jenna.
Hey guys.
And this is actually her first, official video without braces. Why don't we zoom in on those chompers?
I actually went to the dentist today. They said I have immaculate teeth.
Oh wow, immaculate, eh? And today we are going to talk about a very serious topic that both of us went through just a short week ago. Isn't that true?
Oh, it felt like centuries.
It felt like an eon, actually. And what's the topic, Jenna?
Sunburns. Slash sun poisoning.
But more, yeah.
Sun poisoning.
Sunburns sound so like wussy, oh, I got a sunburn. No, I had to explain to everyone, no, this was not a sunburn, this was sun poisoning.
This is unreal.
Like no other. Okay. So basically, we're just gonna start off by telling you our story, and hopefully it will influence you to really take action and not be stupid like we are. So basically, we take a different math than most of the people in our grade, pre-calc, for juniors. So our summer was 5 days before theirs. It was great, really. It was honestly, it felt so great. So we decided to. Now, did we go to the beach on Monday or Tuesday?
We went on a Monday.
It was Monday.
It was Monday.
Okay, so we went to the beach on Monday, and we felt so happy. All our friends studying for their trig final, blah 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 blah. I was just so happy about my life. I was wow, this is great. I'm about to go get myself a tan.
Yeah.
Well, they're studying. Quite frankly, it was great. It was a great feeling, and I was flying high in the sky. Were you, Jenna?
Oh, I was with her. We were
up there in the sky. So we got to the beach. And I'm feeling a bit chilly. Are you feeling a bit chilly, Jenna?
Yes.
I'm feeling chilly.
It was chilly at the beach.
I'm kind of worried that we're not even going to get a tan because chills.
There was some clouds in the sky. It was a nice day. Do not get me wrong.
Don't get us wrong. Do not.
Don't get us wrong.
But
it just wasn't an ideal day. We never thought it in a million years that this would ever happen to us. Anyway, take it. Go. Keep going.
So we lay out our towels, and it's with me, Kat, Nicole, Jenna, and we laid our towels like a nice little square. We got a square going on. It was me laying next to Nicole, and then it was Catherine vertical Nicole, and you vertical to me, right? Mm-hmm. I remember I kept hitting you in the face by accident because I forgot you're behind me. Yeah?
You just sounded like a man.
Oh, do you want grilled chicken, a hot dog, or
whatever you're having?
No, Jenna.
No, clams.
Actually, I'm not in the mood for grilled chicken. Ew, we just sound so fat. We kept checking the UV rays, worrying that we're not even gonna get tan. I was so worried. And then, so Jenna, we just lay out, let ourselves roast, if you will. I was like, wow, I don't need any sunblock except I put SPF 50 on my face, right? Jenna, did you put anything on?
I was completely naked. I mean, sunscreen eyes. I had nothing on, but I did put some on my feet.
Yeah, so basically, she wanted to make sure her feet were safe. I wanted my face to be safe.
I don't know why.
As you can tell, I think my face looks paler than mine. I don't know. But yeah, so we were switching positions. We would do an hour this way, then an hour the other way.
I feel like you were more on your back though. You were laying more on your stomach, and your back was up
me
the
too.
entire time.
The back part of me. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We were leaving, and I just remember we saw us for our true colors. You remember that? Oh, we saw?
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, you look so red," and I was like, "Oh, it doesn't hurt at all."
Yeah, we were like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
and
it's fine.
Everyone was like, "Clancy, the backs of your knees," and I'm like, ha ha, they're jealous.
Yeah.
I'm about to get so tan from this. Blah blah blah. That was not the case. I remember Jen and I were sitting next to each other in the car at home. And
that's when I started to feel. I knew something was wrong in the car because I couldn't. I was sitting on the seat and my legs were bare, so I was sticking to the seat, and so when I had to get out of the car, it was a long car ride. I got up and my legs were sticking to the seat. It was excruciating pain to get my legs untouched from the seat. Oh.
I was like, Jenna, do your legs feel like they're on fire? And you were like, yes!
Yes! Oh, yes, I do remember that.
Oh, that was such a bad feeling. And, alright, so Jenna, when you got home, what was your experience? Because you didn't even go out with us that night. Is that a text from you?
Carissa.
Oh, okay.
No, okay, so I get home.
No, I'm just kidding. You can continue.
Okay, so I get home, right? And it's fine. Everything's going great. And so then I go to take a shower. So I'm obviously, you take a shower, you take your clothes off. So I took my clothes off, and I was just staring at myself in the mirror. and it literally looked I still had a bikini on because I was so burnt, and like obviously where I had my bikini was so white. I was literally a tomato. People say that they're a tomato and they're really not a tomato. I was a tomato.
A strawberry.
Oh, and
a watermelon.
Yeah.
The red on a rainbow. I'm just kidding.
But my mom, she's really a stickler for the sunscreen because like she had like skin cancer back in the day and stuff, and like I don't know, she's just always, my whole entire life she's always told me to put on like SPF 100, and I've always like stuck to that because I was so scared about getting burnt, but I was just like feeling really rebellious. So anyway, I'm like getting ready to get in the shower and I'm like a tomato, and so I'm like it isn't hurting me, so I'm like, this is so funny, maybe it'll actually turn into tan, like this is great, like sunburns aren't bad at all. I get out of the shower, I'm watching Full House on TV. All of a sudden, my back and my stomach, they were on fire. It literally felt like someone took a match and lit me on fire. I was sitting on my couch on fire. And so I was like, oh crap, my mom's gonna be so mad at me because my mom, like, she hates when people get sunburned. Like, I thought I was gonna get grounded, basically. So I was like covering up with blankets. Like, she comes home and I'm wrapped up in a blanket, like passed out on the couch. And she's like, Jenna, what happened? And so I accidentally exposed a piece of my skin. And she was like, oh my gosh! And I was like, Mom, I'm shaking because, like, when you get a sunburn, like, you guys probably all know, like, you get cold. Like, I was freezing. I was shivering.
That's like sun poisoning.
Oh, yeah, sun poisoning. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess. So I was shivering. I was like, no, I'm fine. And she was like helping me get up the stairs because she was like, all right, let's go upstairs. We'll put some aloe on you. She was actually handling it like really well. She was just shocked at like my what do you call it? Like when you're not responsible, irresponsibleness.
Your irresponsibility.
Yeah, whatever. So we get upstairs. She like loads me up with aloe. She gives me like 2 Advils or like 1 Advil, I forget. And like then I feel fine. I like slept the rest of the night. And then I wake up. And then from a text from Clancy at like 5 in the morning. Anyway, tell how
okay,
like,
so
you went out that
like
night.
2.
Yeah.
So I get home and I'm pumped for my tan. My dad is like pumping me up. He was like, I was on the dinner table and my mom was like, how could you? Or like, like, you know, like, oh, I can't believe this. Yeah. And my dad was like, oh no, like it all turns to tan.
Running with the tan train, like, yeah.
Meanwhile, he's so Irish. He's from Ireland. And so like, well, I'm like getting all pumped up. Like, yes. And I'd already showered and everything. Everything was good in the hood. Like, it was all fine.
Yeah.
So, my friend Nicole was like, blah, 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 let's go to someone's pool. I mean, like, our friend's pool, blah, blah, blah. We're going there. And I went in the ocean in, like, you know, March or something like that. I'm fine with coldness. Like, I do it. I'm a brave person. We get to the pool, and I'm like, is that heated, blah, blah, blah? And, like, they're like, no, like, kind of, like, blah, blah, blah. Literally, it's not even that hot. Like, I mean, it's not even that cold. I was shaking. We were all making a whirlpool or whatever, and I'm just like going around the whirlpool, like shaking, holding up the whirlpool. I wanted to kill myself. And so then this evil dog wouldn't stop scratching my sunburn, and like literally, you don't know how red my legs were, and it was just scratching. I'm like, are you kidding me? Then they have like an outside shower where you basically just like shower off all the chlorine off you. It was so hot, and like I just remember that's when I started like shaking, and I'm like, Nicole, we cannot leave this thing. And like we were in that shower, like while everyone else was like outside for like 15 minutes. It was abnormal. Like, we had to, like, leave. I was like, I can't do it, blah, blah, blah. And I was also pretty irritable. Like it was causing me to be pretty irritable. Like,
same.
Like, to random people, I would just be like, just stop talking. Like, I'm just so mad. And, like, I know I had a fever that night. I can just tell I had a fever. And, like, I was just in so much pain. And I remember when Nicole and I were changing to go to the pool, like, because we, like, went there in our regular clothes, I remember she showed me her tan, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at mine, like my sunburn, really not a tan.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did air quotes, just forget I did that. And I remember she was like, Clancy, that's not normal. And when she said that, like, I was crushed. I was like, this is not normal. And you don't know how red I was. I wish I had a picture, but... So then I get home, and literally, and I was like, I go to eat watermelon, I'm like eating some watermelon, I'm like, I'm about to die, like I'm about to die. So oh, yes, I knew it'd be right here. I bundled up, alright, you know the summertime, I don't know if it's hot outside, like it's a hot summer day, night, whatever. I'm in 2 layers of sweats. I had to have this hat on when I went to bed, like this hat was on as I'm sleeping, and a scarf, it's in my closet. I wake up at like 5 and I'm dying. So I shoot Jenna a text or whatever, and...
Meanwhile, I'm up at like 4 in the morning just laying in bed like this, paralyzed. I can't move. I'm like, oh God. And I like got a text from Clancy. I can like barely move my arm, so I'm like shaking to like get my phone. I like pick it up. I feel like I might still have the text. Hold on.
Oh, if you do, that would be so
those
fun.
would be so
I deleted
funny.
all of them. when I got a text back 3 seconds later, I was like, my life is golden. You have it. So basically I woke up and I was so sick, and I never wake my parents up when I'm sick anymore. Like, that's just really like disrespectful, and it's like ruining like their sleeping pattern, like they have work and all. But I was so sick, and for 30 minutes I spent like trying to strategize like how I was going to get my dad's attention to get me some water because I was about to die. So I was going to take my iPod right next to me, blast it, and just chuck it like across the hall so that my dad would wake up to like some nice little kesha and try to fetch me some water. Then I was going to call my house, but I knew for that 5 seconds my parents were going to be like, oh my gosh, someone died, like something like that. So finally I'm like just tabbing my dad, I'm like clawing him when I get there, I'm like, get me some water. And like he was so stupid. I'm thinking I had food poisoning or something like that. He's like, what'd you drink, what'd you eat? I'm like, Dad, I'm telling you this is from my sunburn. But I was like, nice, like we were like all nice, like we were cordial. But like, so yeah, all those water cups are from that, and he gave me water, and I thought I was dying. Like, I had a bucket next to my bed for when I was gonna throw up, but I didn't. So I'll read my part, and then you read yours.
Let's do it.
Okay. So this is the Texas Center at 5:33 a.m.
I'm so sick right now, I might throw up, and I've been shaking and shivering since last night. I don't know if it's from sun or not, but this is awful, sad face.
Lance, I couldn't go out last night because I was shaking too much and so nauseous.
OMG, you answered. Yes, and oh my gosh, I think we might have sun poisoning. I'm in so much pain with my burn and stomach is so nauseous, I don't know what to do.
How did you go out last night? Question mark, exclamation point. It hit me right away, like I couldn't walk, and now I can't sleep.
It took longer to hit me, but I started feeling sick while out last night. It was bad. I hate us so much right now, sad face.
It spelled the word hate, H8.
I know, exclamation point. Don't worry, Clancy. The only reason why we're shaking and shivering is because our bodies are so hot from sunburn. Take some Advil, it helps a lot.
But what about my...
She was like looking, she was like seeking answers, like she was like, what do I do?
What about my stomach?
I don't know how to fix that disappointed face. I literally feel like I have the flu. How you doing?
Like, later that morning.
I feel better than when I texted you this morning, ... I honestly thought I was dying. Holy crap, how about you?
Same, ... I'm so happy you texted me because I was literally paralyzed in my bed crying, LMFAO. But yeah, I feel a little better too.
OMG, I was so happy and surprised you replied because same. I'm glad we both got it though, LMAO.
LMAO, I know. I'm happy I wasn't alone. It was so scary. Like, I thought I had to go to the hospital and get hooked up to 100 machines. I was kidding.
Same. And I looked it up and it said if you experience nausea, dizziness, severe chills, shaking, fever, or dehydration, get to the hospital immediately. LMAO, whoops. Parentheses, those are my symptoms.
Oh my god, we should have been in the ER.
Did you shower yet and did it make it worse or help?
I didn't shower. I think I'm gonna barf right now.
OMG, same Jenna, this is literally like a living hell. I wish I could be put into an induced coma and wake up in a week because I looked it up and it said it usually lasts around a week. Disappointed face.
I had basketball practice. I was literally crying. Before practice, I was laying down on my couch. I couldn't move. I was like, you can't make me go. You're gonna have to pull me out of this house. Like, I'm not leaving. Like, there's gonna be scratch marks on the walls because you guys are gonna have to drag me out. I get home and I just start throwing up like randomly. I was just throwing up and my dad was like, oh my god, Patty, I think we're gonna have to take her to the hospital. And I was like, oh, just need. I was like, I'm dying, just take me to the hospital. I was literally saying the most, I think I was delusional that night. The things that were coming out of my mouth, I was like, Dad, this is the end for me, I'm dying, I'm not waking up tomorrow morning. He was like, just relax.
Those conversations,
So priceless.
I look so much bigger than you. They should be enough to make you realize that you do not want this.
Please.
I'm just saying, wear sunscreen because it's not worth it. Like, the fact that right now we have a bigger chance of getting skin cancer.
I know that's another thing that was scaring me.
And honestly, like, you know when it's just like, oh, it's just pain, whatever, but like, and I have a really high pain tolerance. I mean, honestly, I've broken my, like, knee, I've broken everything, but I almost said skin cancer, sun poisoning, like, and the sunburn of my whole, it's not even just sun poisoning in my arm, it was my entire body was fried. It was the worst pain ever. I couldn't get up, I couldn't do anything. Like, it was such a bad feeling. Like, oh my, I mean, it's over a week later and I'm still peeling.
Yep, same. I can't even, I'm wearing pants right now, it's so hot out because I'm peeling so much, it's so embarrassing.
I was like, YOLO. But honestly, just wear sunscreen, even if it's like a little bit, because even if we wore like SPF like 15, like, we wouldn't be this bad. And like, honestly, or at least be smart about it. Don't lay out a beach for 4 hours frying when you're both Irish.
Yeah, and I have red hair and I'm like super pale, like,
yeah,
what the heck
literally.
was I thinking? What was going on?
yeah, the moral of the story is we hope like it's kind of inspired you to maybe check into your health more than we did.
Yes.
Um,
Don't say we didn't tell you. So, we didn't warn you. Because we did.
yeah, so true. So honestly, go out right now and purchase. Oh, I couldn't even rub aloe on. Like it was too painful. So my mom had to get this like spray, this like after sunburn relief spray because I couldn't.
Oh,
rub
aloe.
on.
That was brutal. Trying to like rub that on myself.
couldn't.
I couldn't even touch myself a little bit.
I couldn't. I had to just not do it. Like it was bad. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you did learn something in this video. Maybe we took it on a light note just for you guys, but it really was serious.
It was
you saw me
serious.
sitting in that bed right there, crying for days upon days. It was bad, and I really regretted it so much, more than anything else. But yeah, so we hope to talk to you guys later,
Yeah.
and we hope you guys enjoyed watching this video about sun poisoning. And if you experience any of these symptoms we listed, or you did, or you have, you know, comment below and tell us your story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would mean a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.